Hey y'all, welcome back to J. Escher Farms on YouTube. We are plowing at home today. That's right, we're plowing at home today. We are getting some stubble mulching done. We had some major breakdown yesterday. Didn't get any footage of it, I'm sorry. We had a front driveline break on this tractor. The U-joints, the originals, were not greasable. And yes, they had a little plug in there, and I should have took that plug out and put a grease zerk on it, but I never did. And anyway, I replaced the black driveline last year. I put all new U-joints in it. Then on the front one, they were fine. Well, the front one of the U-joints went out, and it went out so bad that it actually broke and it fell out. And I clutched it just in time. I heard something and I clutched it, and everything was fine. And so, but you took it off, no problems. It's easy to take off. And me and my son Andrew, we went around local truck places. Usually those are the same U-joints at for a semi truck as it is for this tractor. Well, I went around and they didn't have any. And they said they could order and be here Wednesday. Well, that's 2 days away, and I need to get this. I need to get this plowing done. So went to a couple more truck places, and no dice. They didn't have any. Some of them didn't even show that their manufacturers or their places where they buy the stuff don't even have them anymore. So I went to my Versatile dealer there in Clovis, local Versatile dealer. They said they didn't even know this model of tractor existed, for one, and it's an 05 model. Didn't even know it existed. They don't carry parts for these old tractors anymore. Kind of insulted me. That's and I'll call them out on it. R&S Hydraulics in Clovis. They're a so-called Versatile dealer. Well, yeah, they sell tractors. They'll sell you a brand new one, but they don't sell parts. They don't even sell the oil filters for this tractor. I had to get them to carry the oil filters. They're not a dealer if they don't do that. I called my Plainview dealer. They don't have any U-joints. I said they never really even had them go out before. U-joints go out. Which is BS. So Versatile, your dealership suck. I'm sorry to tell you that. And R&S in Clovis, I won't be back unless it's just something to do with the hydraulic end of it. I won't be back on the tractor end of it. Y'all are not a Versatile dealer. Y'all aren't. And Plainview, you need to get your act together. So I went and I called my brother-in-law, and he lives in Lubbock, and he gave me some names of some places that might have them in Lubbock. And I called one, and yeah, we've got two. We'll set them out on the shelf. But we don't take debit card or credit cards, cash or check only. Well, I don't have a checkbook in that pickup. We barely ever write checks anymore. I mean, we do for bills, but that's the wife doing it. That's my wife doing it. So I never do. So I just didn't have a checkbook with me, and me and Andrew's already in Millshoe at the time. And I had almost $200 in my wallet, and I'm like, it's gonna be $400. I'm like, what in the world am I gonna do? Well, I just so happened I stopped at the Case International dealership there, C&H in Millshoe, Texas. And they're a Napa store, so I said, well, they might have one. So I stopped there. Well, come to find out they didn't have one on the Napa side, but the Case International side, the Steiger side, they had U-joints to fit their big four-wheel drive tractors. And they had one. And I was like, wow. And they said, well, we can order to be here in the morning. And they said 10 o'clock Texas. I said, well, that's 9 o'clock New Mexico. And they said, wait a minute. They said, now you live in New Mexico? I said, yeah. And he goes, well, Clovis has one. So I said, well, have them set it up for me. So I went to Clovis and got the other one. So thank you, Case International Wood Equipment. C&H are owned by the same guy, Hal Wood. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Got going yesterday, went ahead and plowed 50 acres. It was a great deal. So that's just a little rant today. Another rant. Several of the local farmers here, and I won't mention names, have said, oh, why ain't you a planting hay grazer? We got a rain the other day. Why ain't you planting? I'm like, I never plant the 1st of June, especially on a dry year. Oh, yeah, well, it might be the only rain we got, and we might as well get it in the ground and get it going. Well, little they don't know hay grazer. They don't, they think they know, but this is all I've done. This is all I have done, hay grazer. 26 plus years of hay grazer, and I've done it, and that's all I do. And I tell you why we don't plant the 1st of June on a dry year. The 1st of June, you plant it. It comes up, they said theirs was already boot high. Great! If it rains every morning before breakfast, if it rains every 2 weeks, and you get about 1 inch of rain, you have hung the moon. You did right. Because you're going to get the first cutting in about 1st of August. And if you can get that off dry, you'll be great. Or silage, chop it, or whatever. You'll be awesome. But on a dry year, typical dry year, that's what we're on, and you're already doing it. It's already twisting right now. It's needing rain. It's getting hot. We're over 100. We're 108, 107. We're hot. It starts burning up in July if we don't get rain. Toward the end of July, when I get a rain to plant, yours is already kind of stunted and has twisted up so bad that it is in defensive mode. Now when it gets that rain, it's saying, okay, I'm stunted, I'm going to go ahead and go for a head, and it don't do nothing. It just kind of, it grows, but it don't grow properly. I plant mine the end of July, hit the monsoons, and it rains quite a bit in August, late August, and in September when the monsoons come, way more tons of hay grazer in August and September than I ever thought about raising in June and July, by far. So the heat's already hurt yours is twisted, yours is stunning by the time I get my first rain to plant. Okay, and I start hitting the monsoons in August and September. Mine passes yours in a month, and there I have a good year, and you have a cutting, but it's not very good. And that's my whole experience of it. Have I planted the 1st of June? Got it up and made 2 cuttings? Oh yeah, I did. 1 year. 1 year we cut 8 tons of silage and turned around that fall and cut it there right before frost like Halloween and made over 3 tons of dry. I've done it, but it rained all summer long. It was an excellent year. Have I ever had that year done twice? No. I have planted early before and got 1 cutting of silage, and then it quit raining. But if it don't rain between now and the end of July, your hay grazer won't make it either. you're going to be in the same boat I am. And if it rains, the first rain gets like the first week of August, I'll still get to plant mine and still have a good shot of making a damn good crop. Yours is already dead, stunted and dead out, and it won't make nothing. It's happened to me before. So it ain't my first rodeo. This is my chicken. Let me screw it, okay? So you go do you, and I'll go do me. That's my rant, and I'm sorry, but I get tired of people thinking that they know what they're doing over me when this is my chicken. And you might be great at raising peanuts or raising something else, but I know hay grazer. That's all I've studied and know. I mean, this is me, and I'm the hay producer here. You're not, so this is what we do. At JSU Farms, we do hay grazer, and we do dryland hay grazer, and we do excellent dryland hay grazer. And we don't do very good hay grazer when it don't rain, but nobody does. It's got to rain, but it is what it is. Some problems the other day with this tractor. Also, fuel line, a rubber line, or imagine a rubber hose, rubbing on a steel fuel line, or a hole in a steel fuel line. And so I had to take the fuel line off yesterday and braze it, brass, and got it patched and put back on. That was right ahead of the driveline falling off. And then the other day, I had a air conditioner line that I replaced last year, and Eastern Equipment there in Portales built it for me. And that line, at their connection, sprung a leak. So I had to open them up on Saturday and have them repair that line, which they charged me an open up fee, and then had to had to pull a vacuum and you know, and put in all the Freon again on this tractor. Which that was, you know, that wasn't hard. It's just, you know, I hate, you know, going through 6 more cans of Freon and opening them up. You know, they charge you $30 to open up, and you know, that is what it is. But anyway, this is a little rant video, and I am sorry about it, but had a lot of things to say. So got them out in the open, got them out to y'all. We don't hide nothing here at JS3 Farms, and I appreciate the follow, appreciate the like, hit that little thumbs up if you would. Please subscribe, please share. Man, we would love to have more subscribers. I love every one of y'all, but you know, sure would like to have a few more. We're always seeking people to look at our content. So anyway, that is it for today. We are signing off, and I appreciate it.